Springfield. So it is Penn Wood in the blue, Interboro is in the white. And as we move along, we'll bring you starting lineups. We are having audio issues, so you may or may not be hearing this broadcast. And we do apologize for that if you can hear us or what have you. Just having a few audio issues here at the stadium. Hopefully that clears up very, very soon. Taking a look at the starters. First for Interboro, they're running a 4-4-2. Mike Northrup, they're a very young team, by the way. Mike Northrup, Yasser Mukhtari, Zach Bozak, Connie Hughes, Ethan Zardes, Marcus Saber, Gabe Mangiano is in goal. Bob Scalessa, Ziggy Andrews, Josh Pitts, and Nate Chittister. While for Penn Wood, they're running the same 4-2-3-1 as Daniel Bala is the goalkeeper. Joseph Kopeka, Chris Jones, Rico Conta, Devontae Grant, Khalifa Senko, Jason Charles, Kalifala Kona, Richard Damanche, Samsonino Okatona, and Mohammed Mufid. Might hear a couple of new names for Penn Wood compared to our last broadcast, or maybe compared to other games you may have gone to, because there's no JV game today, so they brought up a couple of JV players to potentially play in today's contest, and we're already delayed because I think the keeper, Daniel Bala, forgot to put on a different colored jersey. He was wearing blue just like his teammates.
Yeah, that definitely will not work. He played a nice game last week when we were here, very aggressive and showed a lot of athleticism against Cheltenham. They did lose that game, but they're looking to go 3-0 in conference today. That is Penn Wood Patriots we're speaking of. Interboro, the visiting team. We're in white. We're still waiting for the goalkeeper to step into the goal. A little bit of a delay here.
By the way, a quick reminder, coming up on Friday, we'll have football here on the Sports Fanbase Network as Penn Wood opens their conference schedule against Academy Park, and then we'll be back here on Tuesday, October 1st for a doubleheader. It'll be the girls playing at 5 against Interboro, and the boys will be taking on Chichester for senior night, so make sure you tune into that. As it looks like we're ready to go.
We are seconds away.
Playing under the lights here at Kerr Field underway. A lot of pressure put on right away by Marcus Saber. And Bucks try to get something rolling quickly. Devontae Grant on the far side. Juggles a bit. Cleared off of Rico Conta, and he'll get the throw. Chris Jones, the senior. Also part-time SFBN cameraman.
Oh, that's why he's so familiar with us. Okay, right. He was one of the two kids that was featured in that article about SFBN, right?
I think that was in the Inquirer, I believe.
It was in the Inquirer, yeah, that's right. Written by Ace Carter, I believe.
Certainly appreciate their support. We're doing, we're trying to do some good things here at Penn Wood. A joint broadcast kind of situation. And we even have a Penn Wood student on the camera. Got to get his name before the day's done.
Yeah, I don't know his name, but I'll tell you, this is the first night soccer game I've done in many years. These are rented lights, I believe.
Yep, these are the lights, same lights they use for the football broadcast, so for the football games.
They're about 20 to 25 feet high, I figure, and each one has its own station, an own generator, I guess. They're not connected to anything.
That's right. That might be some of the humming you hear in the background.
That's right, yep.
And it could get interesting if somebody punts it up high above the lights. It might disappear in the night.
Exactly. Like that one.
Right now, it is still relatively early. Sun going down to our left. Beautiful night, by the way. We should be in the mid-60s by the time we're done. Probably about 70 degrees now.
Yeah, just great weather here in Yeadon, Pennsylvania.
Long look up ahead here for Jason Charles. Over the head. Oh, chested down nicely by Connor. Connor trying to move in on the outside, but directed away. And cleared out of play. I think we may have our first number snafu of the day, as Interboro has a number 21 out there, but I don't think we have one on our roster. That is definitely the case, as the Patriots try to get something going. Goal unextended, top of the 6, but it goes wide. Reaching out for it there was Jason Charles, the sophomore. We mentioned during the pregame, Interboro very young, featuring just 3 seniors. They have about 5 juniors and the rest freshmen and sophomore. So a lot of growing to be done over the next couple of years for Interboro.
Yeah, I see Brooks and Mukhtari are the seniors. There might be one other, but it's a really young team, 14, 15-year-old type team.
So here comes Zach Bozick. Tried to move up ahead. And headed out of play, though, by Khalifa Sanko.
Well, it's a good learning experience for these young guys to be playing in a game like this.
Kopejka all the way back. Dangerous play up ahead.
Yeah,
It goes off of Jones. But good collapse on the ball as Marcus Saber couldn't get anything rolling inside the 18.
You really don't want to put it in the middle from your own corner. That's always a dangerous play.
Worst comes to worst, you send it out of play. No big deal. That's going to be an offside
That's right.
call.
That's always your last option. But by putting it back in the middle, you're really putting yourself in a bit of a quandary there.
Just about 4 minutes into this one, 3.5 to be exact. As Interboro will get a restart from the offside.
That is an external siren. That has nothing to do with our broadcast.
Nothing to do with the game, as Sanko can't control.
Well, I think we're near the firehouse.
I think it is just down the block. It's Kanta. Sanko. Trying to through ball for Devontae Grant. Couldn't get through it. Look at the quick throw in. Kanta once again. Rico Kanta to the outside. Trying to get it through and does. And offside called again. It's a good job by the near side defenders to kind of step up and trap. Otherwise, he was off to the races and nobody in front of him.
We had a number of offside violations last week. I think there was 10 on one side early in the half. So we'll see what happens today.
First opportunity near the 18 for the Bucks. Can't bring it inside, though, as Mohamed Mufid gets in the way. But pressure put on by the Buccaneers. To the outside, Mufid takes it away again, and he'll just clear it out of touch. Falling over the Buccaneers. First real consistent pressure inside the Penn Wood defensive third. This is headed away by Jones. They try a cross, headed away again by Kopejka. Big battle inside, just outside the 6. And a clear away here by Sanko. And he tries to get the counterpunch the other way. Nice through ball up ahead for Charles from Kana. He gets tripped up, and neither official has it. And it'll be a throw-in for Interboro. Almost taken right back cleanly, but now it's taken by Kana. And directed out of play by Sanko.
Kalifala Kana, very athletic young player.
Bouncer here for Okatona. Juggles it well, but right out of play. Kind of back and forth we're going here.
Teams feeling each other out like they do quite often early in these contests.
Now they're going to call a high kick on that one. Dangerous play.
It's a dangerous play. It's an indirect. The free kicker cannot score on this.
Here's Josh Pitts.
On the initial
Basically
kick.
just inside the touchline. Are we going to in-swing this towards the far side corner?
Nice.
Way outside, though, and can't get a header on it. It's cleared away off of Mufid on the far side. Northrop, the freshman. Taps it out of play, can't control clean. Mufid will throw in. Long throw up the sideline. Over everybody, included DeMonch. Clever little back heel to get it up ahead.
Yep,
To forward by Northrop.
Yeah. It's a nice play on the heel kick.
Nice look across here for Charles. Charles has daylight in front of him, but a good response defensively. They collapse to him, forcing him to touch it across, looking for Kana. Up the near side. Popped high out of play off of Sanko. It's about 7 minutes in. Clear out by Kopejka to the far side. And it's called out to by Kana. Kana connect to Grant, but he wasn't quite ready for it. Looked like it was right there in his boot, but just let it go.
He just never got to it. It should be Patriot ball.
So here's Jones. DeMonch back to Jones. Trying to get it inside the 18, but well wide. Nobody thinking a run. It's an easy goal kick. Gabe Mangano Goalkeeper for the Buccaneers, we mentioned earlier, Daniel Bala for the Patriots. Neither has seen any real significant action.
Nothing
No
yet.
shots on goal, that is.
Yep.
I don't think we've technically seen even a shot towards goal yet.
Not yet. Still a feeling out process. Early in this game, we're about 8 minutes in.
Cut wide, trying to get a crossover was the match, but looked like it was out before he tried the cross anyway.
Yes, definitely, and it's going to result in a goal kick.
Ethan Zardes, another sophomore. Again, in a couple of years, Bucks don't have the great problem of having a ton of seniors.
Yeah.
But right now, they want these players to grow. As I talked earlier with the head coach, Nick Costello, and basically said that they haven't played a full 80-minute game yet. Once they do that, they think they'll be in good shape going forward. But it's been a tough year so far for the Buccaneers.
It is tough when you lose a lot of players and you have to rebuild. I mean, that's the nature of high school and college, by the way, obviously. But we're speaking of high school here, and look, you have 4 years to go to high school, and kids pass through, and sometimes you end up with a young team and you have to rebuild.
Looks like another goal kick.
Interboro having a tough time scoring this year. I believe they only have 2 goals for themselves.
They're stopping the clock.
Injury.
For an injury on the far side. Yeah, limping off is Rico Conta, the junior. And they'll restart now. Oh, nice intercept. Trying to move up on it is DeMach. Then cleared away, though, by Pitts. Quia back into the first time into the game for him. So first sub as he replaces Conta. But it goes off of him and out of play. Chested down by Kopeka. Tries the near side, couldn't get a bouncing pass over to Kana. Now back by himself, dangerous play here is Kari. He's trying to go over his head, but then just clears it out of play on the near side. A deep throw in for the Buccaneers.
Thought he was going to make a big mistake there, but he just booted it out.
The cross inside the box, and it's grabbed there by Daniel Bala. And a quick punt out the near side, but just could not direct it to Khalifa Sanko.
Yeah, Bala's first significant handle of the evening. Like I said earlier, he looked pretty good last week against Cheltenham.
I thought it was a good performance by the Patriots against Cheltenham.
And Cheltenham is a tough...
They out-chanced them, they had out-cornered them, just could not get the breaks.
Cheltenham, a tough Suburban 1 conference school.
Kalifala back now for Sanko, tripped up, and they're going to call that.
An interesting call because he did not lose possession of the ball, but the Patriots will get a direct kick here.
This is a great set-piece opportunity. He plays it quickly to the far side post area.
A little deeper than he wanted.
Yeah, just couldn't quite get it deep enough or close enough to one of his players who were there. Down to 29 minutes to go in the first half. Still no score. Penn Wood at Interboro. Conference game. Long throwing attempt here by Jones. They keep trying that corner. Steered away by Mukhtari.
It's a very small league as Glen Mills has dropped out. School was closed just recently.
Sanko to the outside, couldn't get deep. Again, when you get to that corner area, you don't want to throw in against you. You want it to be against them, or you want to try to draw that corner. Now, that's knocked down by a hand. Let's see if they call that a throw or a handball. Either way, it's possession by the Patriots. It's going to be a throw for Jones.
Yeah.
Juggled ahead by Sanko. Cleared by the Bucks. But only to the center line. Now they'll try a counterattack.
They should
A lot of
settle.
volleying, but no real direction to this.
Yep. Somebody needs to settle there.
Just trying to power through his pits.
All these wild kicks in midair are not effective.
They try that sideline again, headed away. And switching fields right now wouldn't be such a bad idea for the Patriots, as that is through. Oh, he looked like he was on.
That was a very close call. I thought he was on also, Tom.
Cauliflower Kona on the near side, he was off.
Yeah, he didn't receive the
nothing to do
ball.
with the play. I think Devontae Grant was on, but not much of an argument coming from the coaching staff of the Patriots.
It was close.
Yeah, they have the better play than we do. Heading down to the 27th minute, or 27 minutes left. This is headed in, but an easy stop for Bala, and he'll punt it away.
Bala plays with a lot of confidence, very sure of himself. That's a nice head ball.
This is going to be onside for Charles, but he's cut off. Cleared over near side for Kona. Kona inside the 18.
He's so quick.
Nice move, goal line extended. He's double teamed now, trying to clear it across. Bounces across the goal, mouth and wide.
Oh, he's upset. Kylie Fowler with a beautiful set of moves and then a very nice cross. Nobody there to receive it, though.
On that far side, I think that's Richlet Damanch, who was just about a foot or two shy of catching up to that. He would have had a yawning open net.
Yes, he would have.
Against for his goal. So Damanch will try again. There's got to be something in the scouting report on that far side. They keep on trying it. Cleared away now for Saber. Good speed on the defensive transition. As Rico Conte is back in the game. Good to see he's okay. Some more yardage here for the Patriots. But today it's not football, it's soccer. By the way, if you can see it on the screen, the yellow lines are the soccer lines. Obviously you can see the football lines. Inside the 18, headed away. Top of the box, Sanko tries to juggle it. He's forced back nicely, trying to get a turn away from Pitts. Back down for Okatona. Chips it overhead for Kona, but an offside called.
That's our third offside call, I believe, against the home squad.
I would say at least three.
Maybe four. I might miss
one. We're not
one.
keeping that stat, but we will from now on.
I'll give him a fourth.
We'll say four.
Yep.
It's unofficial, so.
25 minutes remaining, 15 minutes in, and 4 offside calls already.
Only one corner, by the way, and it belongs to the Patriots. As this is directed out of play, just below our position. Okatona will throw all the way down the sideline, looking for Kana. He's got 3 Bucks with him. Got through one, but not the second. But at the very least, he draws that throw, and they can start bringing bodies forward. And 3 attacking midfielders and a forward. And they may start to bring some of the defensive midfielders at least to the top of the box.
I believe we have another corner coming.
It looks like they've actually changed their formation a bit. So now going with 4 defensive players. Which means they're bringing 6 inside, actually 5 inside the box and 1 taking the corner. That's Sanko. Far side post. And, just missing the header was Devontae Grant. Still inside the 18. Loose, and then cleared away last second by Mukhtar.
Very nice clear by that young player, Musad.
Best opportunity of this game. Nice takeaway by Kopeka. Kanta, top of the 18, coming out from his 6 as Mangano. Tries to go right up the middle. Okatona missed the header. Popped up near side. Kana. Juggled down by Sanko. Sanko has a step inside the 18, but he's cut off. Still trying to work through was Kana. Good defensive work. As Pitts clears it away. And now the Bucks have a chance, but a bad touch. Fortunately for Mukhtar, he gets it through, and it's a 2-on-1 with numbers. A cross is blocked, though, by Kopeka. Even though it really didn't get to the offensive third, that was a glorious opportunity for the Bucks. Ziggy Andrews up ahead. Bozak trying to get it back for Andrews, but deflected away, and a throw for the Bucks. They're getting some pressure on. A little bit of a barge there, and that's going to be a foul.
Definitely a pushing foul on that.
So a great opportunity in the set piece for the Buccaneers. Josh Pitts will take it. They're bringing everybody except for 2 inside the box. Actually, have 1 lurker just outside the 18. Long cross, headed towards the net, but it goes wide.
Nice effort. Just a little bit wide, a little bit high.
And it was about, I'd say, 10 to 12 yards away. And that's a long header for a high schooler.
Yeah. He got up on that, too.
Just was a little bit off target. So now each team getting opportunities. Still scoreless, heading down to 22 minutes to go in the first half. Angle pass ahead. Jones can't control. Headed by Charles. Breaking through, streaking through is Conta. He's got a step trying to control the bouncer. Conta forced wide. Conta takes the left-footed shot. A save. Best first save of the game. Glorious. That's chipped across the goal mouth, but nobody there for the Patriots. Now here's Charles from the outside. It goes just wide. So just wide alone. 3 shots towards goal. 1 brilliant save by Gabe Mangano.
And Conta with an opportunity coming down the pitch. I thought he was going to put it in there, and he put it across the goal mouth. Nobody there to receive it.
Headed back up ahead by Queer. Size advantage Charles, trying to get it for Senko. Through ball, up ahead for Connor, but they call offside.
Yeah, he was definitely off that time.
That is offside number 5 for Penn Wood. 2 ways to look at that. You like the aggressive nature, but got to time it better. That's because that's 5 opportunities towards goal that you did not get.
I mean, the defense has something to do with it also. However, both parties have to be aware of that offside position. Both parties on the offensive team, that is.
Mutari takes the push, so a free kick for the Buccaneers. Pitts looks to be the man to take it. Players push forward, basically defensive line, top of the 18. Drove inside, skimmed off the top of the head of Mutari. I'm not sure if that would have counted. I didn't see any indication of offside, but it does go wide.
I think it was offside. We'll see.
I'm going to bring it back for a goal kick.
Nope, it was not.
We're just about halfway through this first half. You can see Rico Conte just tries to time those bounces, tries to streak his way on through. This is going to be onside, kept alive by Connor. Connor, nice cut across towards the goal mouth and easily stopped, though, by Mangano.
He's one of the more impressive players on this pitch, that Kalifala Connor. Very quick feet, great ball skills. And
taken out by Senko. He'll try the outside again, but Connor was well offside, didn't even get there.
Connor has got to watch his offside. He's very anxious to get open and to score, but rules are rules. You cannot do that.
Quick substitution on the far side as Okatona will restart. Senko looking up ahead, but cleared away. Off the lights.
Smashed the right.
Okatona times his throw up to Connor. Connor settles it down, looks for the cross. Nobody there except for back at the 18. Shot by Connor, and he scores! Rico Conta settled it down and fired it near side post. 19 minutes to go. 1-0 Penn Wood.
That clock should be stopped. I think we're going to see a replay here from the outside to the far side. Beautifully done. Conte with the first goal at the 18:57 mark.
Penn Wood right after the restart gains possession. They're looking for more. They've finally been able to break through. Cuellar tried to angle it up ahead, but this time Kalifala Kona, he knew he was off, so didn't even bother touching. So throw in for the box rather. Tries to angle through. Would have connected to Mukhtar, but knocked away. He was onside with a lot of room. Substitution for Interboro. Connor Brooks comes in. Coming out, Ziggy Andrews. Try to get it to Brooks. Intercepted by Connor, tries to go up top, race for the ball. Bucks get there first. It's cleared out of play by Pitts. Sanko leaves it aside for Okatona. Long throw inside the 18. Headed to the top. Turn unsuccessful as Quia keeps it alive. And he'll get the throw. Samsonino Okatona. A lot of options forward, as again, they're only keeping 3 defenders back, so a change in the tactics from Al Poplawski. And it has yielded some dividends with a goal. Kopeka is back.
Nicely.
Long pass up ahead, but it does look like Charles is in an offside position. And once he touches, yep, he's going to call it.
You're right. That call can be made even before he touches. I thought he was offside to begin with, and the call was made, so that is the 6th offside violation.
That gives you an idea of how much the Patriots are pushing up. You got to find a way to time that better.
And the defense is coming forward.
Headed near side, Okatona trying to get it near side for Kopeka. Kopeka goes backwards with it, dangerously across. And even that far out, I don't think you want to go across unless you can go up high. That went off of Zach Bozak.
Yeah, Bozak put his shoulder right into that. Very brave move by him. That ball was accelerating.
Throw in for Kopeka. Almost intercepted by Pitts. Up the sideline, Sanko, but directed off of Muhtari. Okatona. Thought about the long throw, instead short to Sanko. Sanko spun down, and it will be Bucks ball.
Yeah, that's Bucks ball.
Pretty much 50-50 call there.
Yep.
Scalessa with the throw. Healed away by Okatona. Quia trying to get the through ball to Bangura.
Just nothing there.
Gets it right back now for Sanko. Chested by Kana.
It's going to call offside.
Another offside call.
Yep. And that move by the referee, I don't know if we saw it on our camera, means
The
that
hands
he
to
was,
the hips.
but he was offside. He came onside and went back.
Trying to get a crossover was Bozak. All he could get is the goal kick. Shame he could not just direct it off of somebody there. Get himself a corner instead of leave the goal kick for Kopeka. Substitutions all around. 14:30 left to go.
Just one goal in this
First
game
half.
so far.
Cleared away by Brooks. Throw in by Okatona. They try that long throw. This time intended for Grant, who's now on the left wing.
Always nice to have a man who can make a strong throw in. And here we go again. See what he does. Soft.
Okatona, but off of Sanko, and it'll be a Bucks throw.
Yeah, Sam Okatona with a powerful throw in when he needs it.
Scalessa, headed by Brooks, but right down to the feet of Sanko.
Good settle by him.
Quia. Move feed, reverses, and another
He's off.
offside called. Wow, they really are stretching the D. I don't think I'm blaming him on that one because he was probably a good 2 feet onside.
Yeah.
The next thing you know, he's about 3 feet offside. So they're just, Bucks are doing a great job of stepping up.
Yeah, I had my eye on him that time, and he was trying to hide it, but the referee was not fooled.
Ethan Zardis trying to go long. Okatona. Quia. Trying to get the return to Quia. And that's going to be another offside, but instead they're going to just keep going
It's a play on, yep.
as the official gave the play on signal.
We had great officiating last week, and it looks like we have it this week. I don't want to jinx the
This
guys.
might be
but
timed very well. Here's Bozak. But a good clear by Jones. He's trying to streak through as Marcus Saber. Jones again with a header. Penn Wood not even allowing the Bucks inside the 18 there. Keep trying those long throws down the sidelines. DeMonch can't sneak it through. Rico Conta up ahead, and this will be another offside.
Yes, it will be.
Seems like every single pass inside, heading towards the offensive third. We got to look to that far side official because every time he just slowly puts the whistle to the mouth.
Yeah, you're right. I saw him heading for the mouth with that whistle, with that knuckle whistle. But clearly there was, it looked like Grant was offside that time. That's, how many? That's 9.
Oh, inside the 18, down for Brooks, can't control. Lost it up ahead, shot goes wide by Mukhtari.
That may be a corner. Let's see where they go. Nope, they're going to go to the 6 on that. Sometimes the deflection is ignored, and I don't quite know why, but it looked like it deflected off a defender's foot.
Referee still will call the goal kick.
Yep.
Nice opportunity, though, for the Bucks to get a shot towards goal. That's their first shot towards goal.
Yeah, not much activity down here.
They've had a couple of through balls and crosses.
I'm thinking the time of possession is definitely in the Patriots' favor. Good spot.
Nice job inside, lifted towards the post, and it goes wide.
Looks like Grant ended up inside the goal. Did not get his head towards the ball, however. Tough play.
It was Richland DeMonch who tried to cross it, or was he trying for goal? Either way, it didn't connect. But he timed it well. Again, that high bounce. And this is a turf that's primarily used for football, so it's chewed up pretty well.
It is chewed up pretty well, yep.
And it's funny because I was talking to Al Poplawski, the head coach for the Patriots, and he said, yeah, the field at the school itself that they use more is chewed up just as much, if not more than this one. So they're used to the turf monsters, as he calls them.
Yeah. The rough field,
other stories of breakaways where, a team would come in, all of a sudden, those turf monsters would pop up, and that ball would get cleared away.
It's funny, yeah.
Heading down to 10 minutes to go in the first quarter. 1-0 Penn Wood on a Rico Conta goal with about 19 minutes to go in the half.
Yeah,
now with 10 minutes to go. Sanko trying to get in. He's tripped up.
Yeah, well, that's going to be a penalty.
And the official, the near side official, was way back at the center line. He calls the spot foul.
I'm a little surprised to see that called in that particular situation. It almost looked like a dive to me, but the penalty kick was called on the tripping, and clock stops at 9:33. It should be stopped. It did not stop.
Yeah, clock is still rolling.
Yeah,
it should be stopped in this instance.
It's supposed to stop on the penalty kick and start again on the referee's whistle. Oh, he's calling it outside.
He called it outside the box. Maybe he saw something completely different.
It was inside. It will not be a penalty kick. Ignore everything we said because the referee decided to take it outside, and it'll be a direct.
Sanko,
you know what? I did jinx the referees. I just said how good they were doing. That call was inside, Tom. That was clearly
inside, I thought.
Clearly a yard or two inside. That should be a PK.
But Sanko, a glorious opportunity here.
Although I didn't think it should have been called, but either way.
All the way across. It's way too high for everybody. Conta trying to settle it down and cross it again. A couple of players there. Chest it down, turns, fires, save. Still loose. And then cleared wide for a corner. All alone in front was Alicine Bangura. But it would not go. A diving save by Mangano. And it is corner number 3 for Penn Wood. Quickly inside, chopped towards the goal, and it goes just wide, maybe even skimmed off the far side post. Another opportunity for Bangura.
A lot of quick activity down there in the goal mouth. No resultant score, however, and it remains 1-0, breaking under 8 minutes in just a few seconds.
Kali Falakana and Mohamed Mufid fresh into the game for the Patriots. So we're under 8 minutes to go in the first quarter. It's 1-0, could be 3 or 4, if not for a couple of brilliant saves by the keeper of the Bucks, Mangano. Rico Conta Gets it in. Gets it back. Crosses now, square ball for Sanko. Trying to get it across the near side, but headed away by Brooks. Can't quite control. Step up by Grant. They continue to battle. Sanko can't spin it forward. Now here's Connor, though. Trying to angle up ahead. Stumbles his way through.
He's crawling on the ground to get to that ball. What an athlete. What an athlete.
Bob Scalesa and Connor Brooks with the effort. This is headed towards goal by the defense.
That's a great throw once again by
that should be that should be a corner, and they're calling a goal kick. I don't think the far side referee saw that it went off of a defender.
It did.
So that is a huge break for the Buccaneers. Under 7 to go in the first half.
Once again, Okatana with a big-time throw. He can really put some air under that ball.
Oh, good step up by Dimash, but he just missed it. Just looking for a low goal kick, as this is lifted inside, but that'll go for an offside call against the Buccaneers, and Zach Bozak just mistimed his run. Quick restart for Sanko. Sanko looking for an angle. Neat little back heel for Kona, but it's cleared away vigorously by Zardist.
That's going to be a throw, I believe. Deep down near the corner.
Ooh, all alone on the near side, Hughes. Correction that is Sanko, but he can't get a good clear.
Actually, they broke the way out.
I think he was shocked at how much how little pressure was. Fans, just so you know, we're not talking over each other on purpose. We can't hear each other in the headsets, so we're doing our best.
We're having a little audio difficulty, so we're trying to look at each other a little bit more today and hear the other person with one headphone on and one headphone off. So we're trying not to talk over each other, though.
We apologize for that. Some nights the technology bug gets you.
Yeah. Here's Mr. Quick. And
is that another offside on Kona?
I guess he's off again. Well, he certainly has the physical skills, the athleticism, but he's not picking up on that aspect of the game.
He's just a sophomore, too, so he has time to improve his soccer IQ.
10 offside calls in the half.
Heading down to 5 minutes left in the first half. Kalifala Kona. And this would be a Penn Wood throw.
Quick restart, and they get it.
Okatona over the top for Kona.
See,
cleared again.
This is where you can't be called offside on the throw-in. So this is where he should be using his athleticism. Subs coming in.
Looks like Jones is in.
Right.
And we also have Emmanuel Gokarda. Making
in.
his first appearance of the game, wearing number 5. Normally he wears number 33.
Right.
Kept in by Sanko, but only temporarily. Jones stepping up. And normally a defender, but being allowed to throw. Trying to get inside that 18. Deep inside that 18.
That's a good throw.
Bouncer off the goal mouth. High in the air. Jones goes up for it. Kopeka under some pressure. Back now. Taken right back by the Bucks, but the outlet pass too strong for Ziggy Andrews. Under 4 minutes to go in the first half. Chris Jones tries that long throw again.
He's another powerful
looking for Kana.
thrower.
Can't get it to him. Hilton Duno. Through ball up ahead for Sanko, but it's picked up by the keeper.
And the keeper, Mangano, I think, is just a freshman. Did I get that right?
What's that?
Mangano, a freshman, the keeper?
He is a freshman keeper. He's going with the youth movement for the Buccaneers. He's trying to sneak through as Devontae Grant.
He's a gutsy man back there.
And he's played well. He's got great reactions.
Gutsy young man, yeah.
That goes off of Grant, will be a throw for the Interboro. Well, the Buccaneers can find a way to hang on to these guys. Get them improved, they'll be a force to be reckoned with in the Del Val. That's over the head of Ziggy Andrews. for Carter. Leave it aside for the Chris Jones throw. Heading towards that corner. Racing for it. And it's out of play, and it'll be called a goal kick. Like what Connor was trying to do, get it off a defender for a corner, but
Yep.
even so, even if he did, the far side official's not going to see that.
He made a nice try at that, but it ends up in a goal kick.
And two officials, both with whistles, both calling lines and offsides. So a lot of responsibility for these officials.
Yes, this is the PIAA style of officiating. We saw last week when we did Shipley, the other style, the international style with the two flagmen, the assistant referees.
Here's Jones under 2 minutes. Sanko can't chip it through as it's knocked down off of Andrews. And another sub coming in. This is Mark Karikari. And he'll replace Khalifa Sanko.
Yep.
1:30 to go in this first half. 25 yards out. Unable to get a good shot off was Karikari.
This first half is flying by.
Angled over by Mufid, but way too strong for everybody. And the throw over the Bucks. Chidester, a long throw. Kopeka over the top.
Everybody's good on that one.
And the keeper comes out again. And Gano, great timing.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that this kid Mangano, he's going to be good in the next couple of years. I see a bright future for him. If he can play in a game like this as a freshman.
Oh, Kohler just dribbles through and he's in all alone. Him and the keeper trying to chip it to the far side post and he misses it. Just missed.
And he is flat on his back inside the goal mouth. Very upset that he did not score, but we give that credit to the keeper, I believe, on that one.
He forced him. I don't know if he didn't touch it because there's a goal kick, but he forced him. It was maybe a bit of a long touch by Kona, which allowed the keeper to kind of sniff it out.
Yeah, but Mangano made a gutsy, bold move to come out.
He could have stayed in his 6 and he would have been in big trouble.
He's fast.
Fast and smart.
Yeah, and smart. He knows his position.
Jones with 8 seconds to go. One more chance. He wants a long throw inside the 18. Headed but blocked. 2 seconds left from way outside. Can't get a shot off, and that is the end of the first half. 40 minutes in the books. Penn Wood leading 1-0. Rico Canta with the goal with 19 minutes to go in this in the first half. But most of the play, Jack, is carried by Penn Wood.
Yeah, no question about that. Time of possession going about 60-40 to Penn Wood. Lots of offside calls. And going into the half here with a 1-0 lead. The young goalie for Interboro showing some talent, but did allow that one goal. And that's where we stand right now.
So we'll take a break. When we come back, we'll be ready to go for second half action. So you're watching Penn Wood Sports here on the Sports Fan Base Network. Welcome back, everybody. Once again, we are live from Kerr Field. Thanks so much for joining us this evening. We're just underway. Second half action. Penn Wood leading Interboro 1-0. Alongside Jack Cap, I'm Tom Williams. Thanks so much for joining us. Hopefully the audio issues are completely cleared up. I don't think we can hear each other in our heads right now, but we'll get through it. We got through the first half. We'll get through the second.
As long as the audience can hear us, I guess that's the most important thing.
So it was a goal with 19 minutes left in the first half by Rico Conta. That's the difference right now.
Yep. Not to be confused with Brimbalai Conta.
Oh, Rico Conta tried the through ball for Richland DeModge. Couldn't quite get it to him. Penn Wood's carrying much of the play, but a little undisciplined as far as their offensive approach. A couple of offside calls. And I think that's our first offside call of the half, and that's going to be against Interboro.
That's against Interboro. They had 2 in the first half, and as we mentioned several times, 10 against the home team.
The corner difference was 3-0 in favor of Penn Wood. I'm sure Interboro would love to get more insert inside of the 18, just get more pressure on. Rico Conta with the throw. Stepping up Okatona. Little two-man game on the near side. He'll reverse, but there's nobody really up top to help. He'll just dance it through himself, trying to get an angle. Good little body play, though, by Mukhtar. Mukhtar cuts to the outside, gets the turn, and will clear it. And it does connect to Saber.
Yeah, some nice physical work there.
That's going to go through to Bozak, but coming out is the keeper, Bali. He'll just let it roll so he can pick it up.
Now, Bala certainly knows his position. Very calmly let that ball roll towards him.
He's also a young one. And he's a sophomore.
Yeah, he's a sophomore. He's got he's 2 years after this. He should
both those
develop
keepers will
nicely.
have a chance to grow.
Yes.
Oh, late offside call on DeModge. Again, Penn Wood just keeps trying these quick plays. Well, I will say the Bucks have done a good job of the offside trap. It's worked
No question
12,
about
13
that.
times now.
And here we go
This looks to
again.
be a foul. Or is this is an offside call
That's
again?
another one, yep. Mm-hmm.
So both teams not really all that disciplined. Kopeka will
Josh,
try the free kick.
sound at all
Just
now.
trying to serve it deep.
let me get this.
Tumbles up ahead, unable to nail the header was DeMont, but he comes down for him. DeMont tries the cross, blocked. Chidester got the boot to it, but it turns into a throw for the Patriots. Jones will step up and take it. Long throw, trying to cut his way through is Jason Charles. Cleared away, and it will be another throw for the Patriots.
And Jones with a nice throw, but missed the kick. We got another throw.
Jones looking inside again. Jumping was Grant, but there was no possession. Oh, sneaking through from the far side was Kalifalakona.
Once again, good instincts by the Interboro
That'll be a push against the Patriots.
team there. There's a direct kick, midfield.
Just over 4 minutes into the second half. I'll say the Buccaneers a little bit more in the way of offensive-minded. A couple of offside calls against them. They're trying to push forward. Waiting for it there was Kona. Squeezes his way through, and he's in. Oh, tries to cross. There were two coming in for the Patriots. Gets it right back, though. It's here for Rico Conta. Conta chips it over, but that is way too strong for DeModge. Chidester tries to throw. Headed along, but right to Conta. Up the middle. Corralled by Charles. Couldn't grab it cleanly, so it goes all the way across. Stepping up here is Brady Newell. Newell does his best to keep it alive, but doesn't go to anybody on wearing white. But this will be a throw with the Bucks. They trail 1-0. Tried to get it deep, but essentially right out of play for a goal kick. And you can see it, the field is lit with temporary lighting. Press area, not so much.
Not so much.
Well, we're improvising with temporary lighting, whether it be cell phones or Jack has actually brought a couple of flashlights here. So, so if we goof up a name, we apologize. That's our excuse. Moving in here is Devontae Grant. Grant has a step, takes a shot to save. Another big stop by Mangano.
I've been impressed by him all night. The young freshman with a very tough save.
And you would prefer those shots to go towards corners, but he was being chased, not getting great bounces off this turf. So this is directed towards goal and wide. Actually, that was a deflection. After a clear out, stepping up was Mukhtari.
That deflection had a lot of velocity on it.
That would have been a tough way to give up a goal.
Yes, it would have. Never know where a goal is going to come from. We saw a 47-yard goal the other day by a young lady. Look at this.
Oh, speaking of a tough bounce there, but staying with it the whole way was Daniel Bala.
He played that very well.
Would have been better served to go after that before it bounced.
Maybe, yeah.
But he found himself in between, so he decided to wait back on it and make sure.
You're right. But when he caught himself making a mistake, he popped it over the top.
First corner of the game for Interboro, all the way across, and it goes high. Went off of a thigh right out in front on the far post, but it does not connect. So a couple of opportunities by the Bucks and unable to convert. I think that was Ziggy Andrews. Yep, Ziggy Andrews on the far side had that opportunity. Speaking of, heads it along. Trying to get himself through. Newell tries to get it through, but Bozak in an offside position.
Saying he went back and forth. Official said he went back and forth.
Quick restart. This is a through ball. Charles cleared off of him by the keeper. That'll go for a goal kick.
Third offside of the half for the Bucks from Interboro.
Down to 32 minutes to go in the second half. By the way, coming up on Friday, we'll be back here at Kerr Field for football action as the Patriots will take on Academy Park. The Knights in their first conference game of the year. And that game is always very intense, so if you can't make it here to Kerr Field, we'll have you covered here on the Sports Fanbase Network. That's a 7 o'clock kickoff coming up this Friday. Scrambly play in the middle third. Chidester tries the long throw over everybody, but racing across Kopeka. It'll go off him and it'll go for a corner.
Yep.
Second corner of the game for Interboro.
Second corner in the last few minutes also.
It shows that they've got a nice pep talk and a nice strategy session at the half to kind of regroup.
They had 0 corners in the first half, and now 2 quick ones here. Opportunity, Knox.
All the way across, it goes through and just wide. The keeper missed the punch, and it bounced wide, and it's a far side corner this time. So the pressure put on by the Buccaneers. Yassin Mukhtari will take the corner. They charge in. Near side post goes all the way back to the top of the 18, headed along by Northrup. This will be lifted towards goal, but an easy stop and regroup for Bala, but he will try to get something going quickly. Try to take advantage of these high bounces you're getting on this turf. Again, it's natural grass, but big bounces and not always true ones. Getting tripped up on the play was DeMont's no call. He is down. They'll continue play. He's slow to get up. Looks like he's all right, though. Conta comes back. Trying to get it through Mukhtari. Far side moving in Newell. Nice job once again by Bauer. Now he's the one who's being forced to kind of make that decision. Stay back in the 6 or attack.
Yep. Bauer with the very quick decision and the right decision came out and stopped that attack. Otherwise, that would have been a goal.
It'll be a throw-in for the Buccaneers on the far side. We're over 10 minutes into this second half of play. Quick substitution, trying to get a big throw inside the 18. It's low. Spins its way inside. Mukhtari couldn't grab it. And a foul against Interboro. And the quick free kick over for Connor. Trying to spin her up ahead, looking for Charles. Taken back by Kopeka. Over the top of the near side. Again, try to settle this down with the chest is Grant. Now it squirts out here for Dimanche. Dimanche with the outshot. And it goes just high and wide.
And he looked like he wanted to score so badly. He wanted to get that shot off very quickly. And it went over the top for Richelet Dimanche.
And he was about 20 yards out.
Yeah.
Looked like it hopped up on him, and he actually shot that with his shin.
Yeah, he really wanted to get that shot off.
And right now, if you're Penn Wood, you got to recognize that Interboro is getting opportunities. So to go up 2-0 could be huge. Trying to wrest the momentum away from the Buccaneers.
In a game like this, 2-goal lead is a big lead.
Chested down by Charles. Taps it up ahead. Has room. Wanted to go across his body. He does, but that is a tough shot for a pro. Could not get a good bounce. That is, again, you said it earlier, desperation to try to get a shot, but right there might have been better served to settle.
Right, the exact word I was thinking of, kind of a desperate effort there to get the shot off, and quite often that is not the right move.
So the goal kick for Interboro. Conta racing onto it, Grant. Grant goes wide. Only a couple of options. Dumps it back for Cuellar. Lifts it forward, looking for Conta, but offside was Grant.
Yep, he's definitely off on that one.
Another offside.
Well, I could feel that one coming. Number 11.
Ethan Zardis will take it. Kind of the center back for Interboro. Captaining essentially the defense. And the trap is working, as this should be offside as well, and will be.
Mm-hmm. Make it 12.
A little bit too soon.
A lucky dozen. That's 12 against the Patriots and 5 offside calls against the visiting Bucks.
Free kick, Zardis. Didn't get all that one. But not cleanly chested down by Cuellar. He's knocked down. They go over the top, and far side official has a foul, maybe a card coming.
I think so. Yeah.
Foul and substitution. That's why the clock stopped. But he reached for his pocket for a second.
I thought he was coming across with a yellow there.
Didn't look like anything all that nefarious, but...
Why is the clock stopped? I don't know.
He's going to get a restart or a free kick here from the center. And the foul is a good 15 yards ahead. Oh, it's a drop. Okay, so this might have been in response to an injury.
Okay, I didn't see an injury.
If it was quick, so it's going to be a drop.
Just drop it and get out of the way.
Play you don't see all that often. It's just about everybody's offside for Penn Wood.
3 guys, yeah. Yeah.
Got to be cognizant of that last guy.
Of course, it was not called because they didn't become an active part of the play there.
Yeah, continuation, they won't bother calling. That should be onside, and it is.
It is.
Here's Jason Charles, him and the keeper with someone chasing. Fires, and it goes high. So important, that chase from behind, as Chidester just kept coming at him, biting at his ankles.
Yeah, that's a good way of describing it. Chidester was right on top of him, and goalkeeper Mangano came out aggressively. It was a strong shot, but it was over the crossbar.
Angled up ahead, and this is onside.
That's all.
Him and the keeper, but bad touch to the outside. The cross! Oh, it goes just through! Tyreek Bryan.
Oh, my goodness.
Just couldn't quite catch up to the cross across the goal mouth. It very easily could be a 5-6-0 game here.
That was a perfect cross. I think Bryan is just biting his lip there, as I was, because I thought that was for sure a goal.
So full marks of the Buccaneers, weathering the multiple storms coming from Penn Wood.
I think if Bryan had slid there and just touched the ball, that's all he had to do was touch it. It was a goal. That's a bad throw.
That's a bad throw.
That's definitely an illegal throw. The full ball must be behind the full head, and that wasn't even close.
Headed away nicely, though, by Jones. Chidester. Really taking liberties, an extra 10 yards on the run. Over the top, but never in. So it'll be Patriot ball on the throw. Long throw attempted by Jones. Chested by Chidester. Kopeka tries the long outlet. Juggled. Okatona tries the far side. This is onside. Kalifala Kona trying to get across. Charles. Now back over the top, and the trap works again. This will be offside.
Look, you got to credit Interboro also for reacting and creating some of these offside penalties.
The way to beat that is, again, that you have to keep it on that last defender and time your run perfectly.
You must.
And usually it's best with short passes.
Maybe someday in the future, soccer will be played without the offside rule, but not today.
Dylan Smith couldn't work through for Interboro. Smith gets it back. Outlet up ahead. Smith on the run. Keeper comes out to a knee. Looked like he was off, but since it was covered, not going to bother to call that.
That's right, Bala fearless once again.
Oh, nice look through here. Jason Charles along with the keeper. Fires far side post and missed.
Mangano is cutting off the angles very successfully and very adroitly. Nicely done by the freshman.
That could be the third, maybe fourth time we've said Patriot in on the keeper alone. None of them have gone.
This keeper has a big future. We mentioned it before. He's been an impressive freshman.
So the goal kick by Zardes. And Interboro staying within one. One counterpunch could be the difference. Oh. This is angled ahead and offside.
Mm-hmm.
Mark Kari couldn't stay. But on the near side, Tyreek Bryan did a great job. He was ready to go. If they would have seen the long cross, he was onside the whole way.
They didn't see it.
And it's tough to have that kind of wide vision. A lot of room, center of the field. Quia trying to get it through. Up ahead. This is offside. And he stayed behind his front man, but not behind the D.
Look, I mean, you just have to make the adjustment. That's 15 offside penalty violations against the home team. 15. Is there a record?
Have to go through the PIAA archives for that.
That's a lot of offside.
Oh, bad clear out, and it's intercepted by Charles. Charles has shown the speed, and he'll try to show it off here. Good possession as well. Leaves it aside. Bryan tries to chip it towards the 18. Keeper coming way out. He'll just slide and clear away.
Great instincts by keeper Greg Mangano. Great work by him.
Coming into the game. Grudamasi coming in. Farah Grudamasi will come in for Jason Charles.
Jason Charles with a couple of opportunities.
Jones inside. Cleared away. Grudamasi can't back kick it, but it will be a throw in for the Patriots. They'll try again. Directed out of play by Chidester, who's had a strong defensive game. Jones, long throw inside the 18. A bouncer. Nobody can control. Blocked away and to go for a goal kick. As both Rico Kanta and Farah Grudamasi were right there. 20 minutes, 10 seconds left to go in the second half. A game that is possession-wise and offensive area-wise, attack time-wise, has been controlled by the Patriots, but just 1-0. All it takes is one bounce to go the other way.
A bunch of opportunities, but just 1-0, and we are halfway through the second half of this match.
Alongside Jack Kapp, I'm Tom Wilms. Thank you so much for joining us on a beautiful Tuesday night here in Yeadon, Pennsylvania. About 68 degrees right now.
Just perfect.
Especially for these players who are running around.
Yeah.
Nice and cool.
It should always be like this.
Grudamasi up ahead. Trying the through ball was Sanko. Race for the ball. Ooh, a little bit of a tug. They're going to play advantage. The shot comes in and a kick save.
Beautiful. This kid is very good. He's really been kind of the star of the game back there.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think any question about that.
And right away, Falcone is like, why didn't you call anything? He's like, well, you were in a break. I played advantage.
Yeah, no question. The advantage was retained, and that's why the call was not made, and a skate save.
First corner of the half, by the way, for the Patriots. Low liner headed just high by Kona. And they've had the opportunities towards goal. I've said this goalkeeper, Gabe Mangano, made 5 or 6 straight-up reaction saves.
I don't want to jinx him, but hey, Mangano family, a star is born. This
having a heck of a game here against the Patriots. And not the easiest of conditions for a keeper.
I hope we're pronouncing his name right. I think we are. Is it Mangano? Is it?
Mangano.
Okay.
The throw up ahead, onside.
Beautiful throw.
Oh, nice cutoff. It trickles towards the goal. It's an own goal.
I did it. I jinxed him.
Not exactly sure who it was off, but it does seem to be an own goal, and it's 2-0 Penn Wood.
Yeah, that ball just trickled in after all those great athletic saves, and a trickler goes by him.
Chidester, I believe, might be the guilty party for Interboro. Just the way he reacted. And we're unofficial as far as who scored, assists, or anything else like that. But from what we saw up here, it did look like it went off of an Interboro player for an own goal. So no credit for a goal goes to Penn Wood, but it goes on the board on their side. That's all that really matters.
And that really makes a difference in this game. 2-0, much more difficult than 1-0 for the visiting Bucks.
Long pass attempt on the free kick by Pitts. That'll go out of play for a goal kick. By the way, we're scheduled for one more Penn Wood Soccer broadcast. It'll be a doubleheader. Girls and boys will be playing on Tuesday, October 1st. It'll start at 5 o'clock. Girls taking on Interboro, and the boys against Chichester. Hopefully you can join us here at Kerr Field, but if you can't, we'll have you covered here on the Sports Fanbase Network.
I was going to say the young Bucks have definitely showed us some effort and some great resilience here. They have a nice couple years ahead of them, I think.
Nobody wants it. Finally worked up ahead. Okada gets it across, but intercepted right away. Newell tries the through ball, but too strong. Ooh, that is dangerous on this grass to try that one-time clear, especially when you're the last line of defense. Angled up ahead, but cleared away again by Kopeka.
You know what? That ball should have been shot. by Ziggy Andrews. He chose to pass, and that ball, keeper was way out. All he had to do was just put some muscle on that shot, and he would have had a goal.
He was a good 25, maybe 30 yards out, but the keeper was about 20 yards out.
Keeper was out of position.
No angle.
Yep.
You're absolutely right, Jack. He just could have chipped it over, but
he chose to pass.
Had that vision.
Mm-hmm. That's how you learn. Sophomore Ziggy Andrews.
Chidester with the long throw. As there, Interboro only keeping 2 back, so they're starting to push forward more. Desperate to get a goal in this one, trailing 2-0. Now, according to the information that we had, Interboro on the season has only scored a couple of goals.
2, I believe.
So, offense has been wanting.
And, you know, with a young team, Tom, that happens. It takes time to gel to get those goals. It's not easy. Here's a chance right here.
A nice opportunity here. Smith can't quite catch up to Kopeka.
Yeah, Kopeka broke that up nicely. Ooh, nice move.
Kopeka with a couple of nice moves and a through ball off the hip of Grant. Tried to go backwards with it, but cut off by Zardes. Tries the near side. Swung on it, only bunted there by Andrews, and he was knocked down for a foul.
He was kicked down. He's Ziggy took a shot there. He's okay, I think.
Long free kick, Zardes inside.
Offside.
But offside called.
21 offside total between the two teams.
Kopeka, long clear out. Gets a bounce. Oh, unable to catch up to it was Charles. Taken back up top. Sanko tries the angle. Good run here by Califala Kona. Kona to the outside. Has a step. Oh, good cutoff as a shoving match ensues. Scalessa forces it away for a corner.
Califala, once again, relentless in going after the ball. And the result, restart, is a corner, thanks to his effort.
Richard DeMonch looks like he's the one taking this. Ready to go. Short corner to the near side post. Couldn't connect. Tries the elevated cross, and it's cleared away by the Bucks. Kopeka, bad touch, but still able to regroup. It was followed up, now angled up ahead. Maybe getting a step here as Bozak were forced to the outside and offside called.
Yeah, I thought that was going to be called. Slow call, but it was the right call.
And we'll say these officials are definitely playing advantage. So we're under 13 minutes to go in the second half. 2-0 Patriots. A first half Rico Conta goal and a second half own goal.
There's a trip.
That's a call made by both officials. You know, it's fairly obvious when both officials blow the whistle on that.
Yep, easy call.
Kopeka looking near side. A little bit strong for DeMonch. DeMonch, the cross, top of the 18, headed along by Karikari. From the outside, the volley goes wide by Conta.
Yeah, Conta's upset with himself. He had a shot and just didn't get the right part of the foot on the ball, and it shanked off to the right. Is that the right word? Shanked?
Oh, certainly.
Shanked.
Right off the outside of his
I don't know
foot.
golf that well, but I think that's the word. Yeah, it went off the side of his foot. Yep.
And you're probably thinking to yourself at home going, oh, why is he so frustrated? 2-0. Well, very easily, this game could be 6.
It could be.
There's some breakaways that were flat out missed, some great saves. And I will say those breakaway misses were forced by the keeper Mangano just because of his aggressive nature.
Yeah, Mangano has really kept this game close. And all the offside violations, 15 versus home team, have kind of kept them in check also.
Conference is smaller this year with only 5 teams. As moving through is Mukhari. Nice cut to the middle. A little too strong for Bozak. He's tripped up. Looking for a call, but cleared away by the Patriots. And with Glen Mills closing, only 5 teams That's going to be offside.
Yes, it is.
So everyone plays each other twice. So these two teams will meet again at Interboro later in the year. Doesn't have that much long to go as we've hit fall.
It's amazing how fast a season goes by for a high school. It's really only about, 10 weeks, I guess, altogether. It just flies by.
Loose inside the 18. Unable to catch up Bozak. And that's why these teams are playing multiple games in a week.
In a week, yeah.
If you're looking at professional soccer, at most you play 2. The Wednesday, Saturday.
Very physical game, very tough on the body.
It's demanding as far as running is concerned, too. And speaking of on the run, here's Charles. Ooh, bad touch. He tries to catch up and clear it away.
He just pushed it too far ahead of him. All he had to do was let it touch his foot, and he pushed it and right to the keeper, the smart keeper.
Yeah, it's tough. This is not a true, it's natural, but it doesn't roll true. So sometimes you think, I've got to be strong on the ball, but you still have to keep it close to your foot. But full marks to Mangano, recognizing that bad touch. He came out right away.
And that is a real skill, to be able to touch the ball right to the right spot when you're running full speed like that. It's very, very difficult skill level. High degree of difficulty.
We're under 10 minutes to go in the second half. 2-0 Patriots. Looking for their third conference win. All their wins have been in conference. This through ball that's coming way out is Bala, and he calmly moves it away.
Very, very calm.
And he could have cleared it into the trees and onto the train tracks over them.
Yeah,
but he decided to keep possession.
It's going to be offside. It's got to be.
No, this is onside. Moving through, here's Kona. Kona gets around the keeper. Oh, whiffs on the left footer. Across his block. Another try to score.
Wow.
Rico Conta makes it 3-0 Penwood.
Rico Conta with a great goal, but what a save right before that by a defender, not by the keeper. And it looked like defender Chidester with that save, and Conta with the subsequent goal. Let's see if we can get a look at that on the replay here. It's coming up, coming down,
and here
it comes. Oh,
third time
we
for
almost
Sean.
Had that, but it was it was quite a save by Chidester. He did the right thing. He replaced his goalie, and unfortunately for the visitors, that goal was scored. Nice goal by Conta, his second.
You may be thinking, why not? Well, is the goalie out? He's going to score anyway. Why not use your hand? Well, because it turns into a penalty kick and a red card. That's why.
That's right. That's right. On an obvious goal-scoring opportunity.
I learned that the wrong way when I was 8 years old.
Yeah.
And these kids learned it back then, I'm sure, as well. Kopeka will take the free kick after another offside as Interboro continues to try to push, trailing 3-0 now.
It's getting a little out of reach as we head for 8 minutes remaining.
Nice cut by Dimanche. Squeezes his way through 1, 2, 3, fires, scores!
And now it's definitely virtually out of reach.
Richlet Dimanche.
Dimanche with a nice calm goal there. Beautifully done at the 8:03 mark. And it becomes 4-0 very quickly. Interboro on the bad end of that at the 8:03 mark.
If you're Interboro, you've got to be a little frustrated here. Again, it's been a tough season as it is, but they were in this one.
They were, and I think they give a very good effort for a team that probably averages 15 years old, maybe 16.
Angle up ahead. Dimanche looks like he's offside, takes the shot. No offside call. Didn't get all of it, and easily scooped up by Mangano. Trying to trap. Couldn't do it. Grant will get the throw. Headed out of play. Under 8 minutes to go. here in the second half, 4-0. But it's cleared across the header, high in the air.
Some nice head work by both teams.
Now the counter. Oh, good work by Pitts on the defensive responsibility. A pass up ahead too strong for Smith. That might be the microcosm of this game for Interboro. Just a little bit off.
Right. Yep. I must say, though, I wasn't expecting this good of an effort from the visitors. Even though they're down 4-0, and they've been outplayed mostly, I really didn't expect them to be that good when I read, the reports on and did the research on them. So we're pleasantly surprised by this young Interboro team.
Yep, they did a solid job staying in this game, certainly helped along by the keeping of Gabe Mangano.
Yeah, no question about that. Now, clearly the Patriots are the better team today, and they stay undefeated. Look at this now.
This looks like the onside. Shot from the outside. Mangano lets it go smartly.
Yes.
Tyreek Bryan tried the near side post.
Yeah, time running out here, and it looks like a pretty clear victory. And as I said, they will remain undefeated in conference, in league, that is. Interboro remains winless. Short of a miracle here.
Under 6 minutes left. Again, conference play is only 8 games long. To be 3-0 to start is fantastic work by the Patriots. As they will have themselves a busy couple of days coming up. They'll head up to Ben Salem on Friday. Not an easy trip. Not only traffic-wise, but playing-wise.
Ben Salem, Ridley, and then Interboro again, right? Is that it?
Yeah, but this is timed well. Kari could not control, but goes backwards with it. Over the top, they try the trap again, and getting caught was Sanko.
Give Interboro a lot of credit for drawing many of those offside violations.
Zaris tries to go over the top of the long clear out. Hipped away by Kari. Cross down for Dunno.
He's going to be
Hoya, but offside.
Once again.
And they're pulling that last defender up, I'd say 5 yards from the center line.
I mean,
that's dangerous. That's just probably why we've seen a lot of breakaways as well. Penn Wood has slowly started to figure out that offside trap.
I mean, as a player, you must realize that you're offside. You must know that. I mean, you've got to make that adjustment.
Over the top. Trying to time his header was Mukhtari.
And Bala's had a pretty easy day back there. Not totally easy, but he's very sure-handed and very smart, and he's got himself a shutout as of now.
Ooh, dangerous play.
Face.
But it's taken and cleared out of play.
Momo Kamara got hit in the face, I think. Didn't bother him. Into the game.
It's coming in is Gudamasi.
Bangura coming out. Alassine Bangura.
Beautiful throw there, but it's headed away. Gudamasi juggles over the top. That's offside.
Okay.
And Burrow just steps up, and you just don't realize it. Hey, I'm in position. Wait, no, I'm not.
Part of it's being anxious, over-anxious.
In a game like this, you want to get on the scoreboard. As here is Dunno. Dunno coming in. Him and the keeper. Moves in, fires, and scores.
Now, see, that time I thought he was going to get called off, and he didn't.
Timed his run perfectly and just passed it into the far side panel. 3:03 to go. It's 5-0.
That was Hilton Dunno all on his own. 5-0. Game clearly over at this point. Just over 3 minutes to go. Interboro looking a little down right now, but They have acquitted themselves fairly well, as we've been saying the whole game, for such a young team.
Nice tip up ahead. It's under some pressure with Chris Jones. Pass up ahead again, and it is onside. Just got to keep it in. Can't do it. It's Tyreek Bryan. He's had his opportunities off the bench.
Yep, Brian's been involved. And that time he did stay onside smartly. They must be listening to us.
Now Poplawski's emptying his bench for the most part. And with JV not playing today, a couple of extra bodies.
Should let his keeper take that.
Using some of the swing players. Duno tries again. Far side post goes high.
Nice attempt. Bring that down a little bit. Catch the inside corner, the far post next time. You got yourself a goal.
We're now heading towards 2 minutes to go. Here in the second half, 5-0 lead for Penn Wood, led by Rico Contas, too.
The figurative 2-minute warning.
Opportunity over the top for Mukhtari. Can't keep it alive.
Nope.
Kopeka will come out. Trying to settle down Bryan. Goes over top. Tries to force his way through, but a bit of a push. Chest push. Restart Zardes.
I'll say this much. This is the most whistles I've heard in a long time in a soccer game.
Oh, keeper comes out and has to kind of go around his defender there.
A little tricky there, but Bala is really a very savvy goalkeeper.
Trying to keep alive there. Scalessa. Popped up by Mufid. So we're down to a minute to go. 5-0 game. Both teams looking for one more opportunity as this is cleared all the way down. And I would imagine Mangano might take his time here. 42 seconds left. Maybe one more opportunity towards goals. Karikari can't chip it across. Mukhtari tries to go up the sideline. Pass across, connects to Smith. Taken right back though. Clear to the center line. Chidester over the top. Looking for Mukhtari. Chips it and he scores!
How about
7 seconds left. There goes the clean sheet as Mukhtari scores for Interboro. It's 5-1.
I was just going to say neither team has given up today, and that certainly rang true with 7 seconds left. Third goal of the season, first goal of this game for the visiting Buccaneers from Interboro.
Yasu Mukhtari picks up the goal for the Bucks. Clock continues to run. The Bucks bring 4, chasing after it like it was a kickoff, and that'll do it.
Call that Mukhtari James Bond because he just scored at 007.
Well,
Is that too old of a reference?
Not at all. I wouldn't think so. They've been making movies.
Yeah, well, yeah. But it was a 007. 7 seconds left, and it's a 5-1 final here in Yeadon, PA.
Scored by number 7.
How about that?
Yasu Mukhtari.
Yeah.
So, for the Patriots, Rico Conta scores 2. Hilton Duno, Rich Lamanche scored 1 each, while also there was an own goal off of an Interboro player.
That's right.
Yasu Mukhtari, the lone goal scored by the Buccaneers. So Penn Wood moves to 3-0 in conference. They're 3-7 overall. Interboro, they dropped to 0-10 overall and are now 0-3 in conference. Next up for Interboro, a non-conference home game against Owen J. Roberts on Saturday. Penn Wood will next play on Friday. They'll go on the road non-conference game at Ben Salem. Our next Penn Wood Soccer broadcast will be a week from today as the boys will be taking on Chichester at 7 p.m. right after the women play against Interboro at 5 p.m. But Our next Penn Wood Sports broadcast will also be this coming Friday as we present the football team's first conference game as the Patriots host Academy Park. Kickoff is at 7 p.m. So our final score tonight, the Penn Wood Patriots 5 and the Interboro Buccaneers 1. For all of us here at Kerr Field in Yeadon, Pennsylvania, this is Tom Wilms alongside Jack Kapp. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you real soon.